Hi, peeps. Welcome back to the It's Your Life and Your Choice 2 podcast. This is a side segment called Alley Ups and Alley Oops, and I'm glad to have you back here. So, this side segment, for those of you who are new, I just go through the ups and downs in my life. Alley Ups and Alley Oops. um, but yeah, I go through a lot of different things, whether it's good, whether it's bad, and as an influencer, I just want to show you that we're human too. We go through things. Um, Life definitely has been lifing these past couple weeks, though I'm trusting that this week's going to be a much better week. As you can tell by the previous two podcasts, I've been going through it. I haven't been all in like I want to be. I haven't been putting in much effort as I would like to because I haven't been able to put that much effort into myself. Depression is real. It's tough. And for those of you going through anything and you keep pushing and you keep trucking along, I give you commends, a round of applause. I'm proud of you. I know how hard this is. It's not easy to go through life and having so much weight on your shoulders, not knowing what's going to happen, what's to come, and just feeling the pressure. I mean, now these days, like to get your own place, like a lot of them are $300,000 to even $500,000. That's crazy. And nothing against like the older generation, but it's not the same anymore. Like we're barely getting paid anything, and it doesn't even come close to what the housing market is at, especially rent. Rent is getting up there just like the housing market is. I've seen places that like a one bedroom goes for $2,000. Some of these places are high end, some of these places aren't, and they're charging that much. Like, can you imagine what a two bedroom and a three bedroom is? Do you know how hard it is to find a three bedroom under $2,000? It shouldn't be that way. Like 1,500 sounds about reasonable for a three bedroom, depending on where you're at. I don't know. It's just these big corporations are getting rich off of our downfalls, is what I feel like it. Just my opinion. But it has not gotten any easier for all of us. I'm 26. I got three boys. And I am so grateful for this apartment that I found for a reasonable price. And it's in a good neighborhood. It's super close to the kids' school and close to the elementary school. So I'm really grateful and lucky and all the glory to God for this place. But not many people are this lucky to have this. Like some people have to have roommates. So to be depressed, and if you have friends or family members, that's what this episode is going to be about. Sometimes I go into these episodes not knowing what I'm going to talk about, and it just hits me. Depression. So if you have people around you, friends, family members that are depressed, listen to them. Don't just say, "Oh, well, everyone has these problems. Everyone's dealing with this." No, not everyone's problem is the same. Everyone goes through different trials and tribulations in their life. And it doesn't mean that yours is just the same as theirs. You can maybe understand what they're going through because you've been through similar situation. That doesn't mean you actually know how they're feeling, what their thoughts are, and truly to the extent of what they're going through. Because that doesn't mean everyone is going to tell you everything. Sometimes it's hard for me to even omit to some of the stuff that I'm dealing with. because I just don't want to trouble someone else with my burdens. I don't want to burden someone. And that's what a lot of us do. Like when we say, oh no, it's okay. Like, we got this. We'll work it out. In reality, what they're saying is, I'm scared to tell you how I feel and what's going on because I don't want to be judged. And also, I don't want my feelings to be dismissed. That's a big one. We, a lot of us lack empathy when those of us around us are depressed. Some of us even are having a good life and we're like, oh, you have no reason to be depressed because you have this, this, and this. Okay, yeah, I have this apartment. Yes, I have my car. Yes, my boys are still here. However, I've been dealing with financial struggle for a long time now. And that's still like a crushing weight on you to feel that you are having trouble getting ahead. I'm trying to watch my words because you got to be careful what you said if you listen to the last podcast. But, excuse me, oh my goodness. I'm just like really gassy this morning. I'm sorry. But you just, it's not that we don't cherish the things that we have. There's some things that we really wish would change. That you are not being like insane of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same results. But we are expecting different results. But we are trying new things and doing new things and trying to better our life. But it seems sometimes when those of us who are feeling this way get a leg up, something goes and knocks you down again, or something else comes into place. Like, actually, this is a prime example. Uh, with the financial hardships I've been having, on top of my son who has seizures, just had an MRI, and sorry, I'm not trying to overthink about the findings on his MRI because I'm not a doctor, and I'm gonna wait till his doctor tells me exactly what's going on. Um, on top of my check engine light came on yesterday. So I'm not trying to think like, oh man, why are all of these things happening to me? I'm just trying to take a step back and be like, okay, we're getting answers for my son. My financial situation, I'm working it out. I'm doing everything I can that is within my control because not everything is in my control. And I'm learning how to release the things that are no longer in my control. But I'm doing what I can to get out of the situation I'm in. On top of, as for my car, it's just telling me, hey, something else, it's time for another repair. We got to keep up the maintenance on it. These things happen. More than likely, it's either a bad fan or a bad thermostat. Those aren't too hard of a fix. Now, it's also, the car's about, I think it's 125,000 miles. So it's about that time that one of those things need to get fixed. It happens. But I keep up the maintenance on my car. So I'm trying to take a step back, breathe, and just understand like everyone else around me is also going through stuff as well. I'm not trying to have a pity party. It's not the greatest feelings and it hurts. It sometimes can be overwhelming and you overthink about these things. However, what is not in my control, I can't overstress about it. I can't overworry myself about it. So it's sometimes hard to not be depressed because you just want to enjoy life. And everyone says, like, we want to be happy. I'm learning to realize that happiness is just a transaction. That's a big one. Yeah, happiness is just a transaction. Well, why do I say that? Well, because happiness literally can get taken away at any moment. Like anything can happen and that diminishes our happiness. So I'm trying to learn to live in joy that even when the bad things happen, I still have a joyful life. Count it all joy. the good and the bad. That I'm thankful as a human that I get to live the human experience and have these emotions. Because otherwise, if we didn't go through any of this, if we didn't have these feelings, then we'd just be mindless robots, basically. Kind of like AI. They don't truly feel feelings. They just have all this knowledge in the world, but they can't actually feel love, happiness, sadness. They can't, like, they can try to empathize with you, but that doesn't actually mean that they hear your heart, that they feel your pain. They can't feel. We as humans have that. We get to feel. We get to enjoy these things in life. And pain sometimes may seem like it's a burden. However, the pain can be used, whether it's part of your testimony or whether it's like someone else that needs your pain that you went through to understand that it doesn't last forever. To understand that what you went through may be similar to their situation and may give them hope. Hope that they will see through to the other side. So I understand everyone who's depressed out there. It's has not been easy for any of us at this very moment. That a lot of us are definitely going through it. I hear many stories from people around me that, this is what they're dealing with. And it's like we're all going through it at the same exact time. It's weird, but that's just the way things are right now. And if, like I said, if you truly have people that are around you that are going through this, that are depressed, lean in, listen to them, ask them, what do you need help with? If you could even come over and help clean their house and just to be in their presence and just to have someone there with them, you know how much that would help? And actually, so this is another thing. When you're depressed, you don't think about showering. You don't think about taking care of yourself. Do not put them down for having not taken a shower, for not taking care of themselves properly, for not eating. Don't shame them. Like, oh, you need to eat. Instead, hey, what's on your mind that's causing you not to eat? What are you going through? What can I do to serve you, to help you in this tough time? Don't force them to do anything. Don't judge them and don't say, well, that's nasty that you haven't showered in 2 days. I'm sorry. I haven't been able to get up and, actually go hop in the shower and want to take care of myself because I'm taking care of three tiny humans. This is just an example. And I'm cleaning up this house and it just seems like stuff just won't end. Whatever. Be there for them. Just show up. Sometimes just be silent. Don't try to fix their problems either. Actually, here's the thing that I've learned. I've had to learn to ask, do you need someone to vent to? Do you need someone to be able to help you problem solve? Or do you need a mix of both? Like, are you venting and wanting problem solving? Or would you like us to just, actually, here's another good one. Would you like us to just sit in silence and no words have to be exchanged or distraction? Whatever the case may be. The other day, I actually texted my brother and said, hey, like, would you be able to play Fortnite with me? And he asked me why. Like, he was kind of down himself. And he's like, I'm not even really good at the game. And I'm just like, because it's quality time with my brother. And honestly, I could use some laughs right now. I wasn't fully initially saying, like, hey, I'm down. But I was letting him know that your presence, playing the game with me, would help ease things for me of what is all in my mind and what I'm going through. So just be there. Be there. And for those of you that are struggling, I need you to try to open up to people, even if it's strangers. Even if you need to get in group chats of random people, if you need prayer team, just omit what's going on, because I promise you, and it has worked for me, or even journal. Like, if you really do not want to tell anyone, you don't want anyone to judge you, journal it and then burn it. Free it into the world. Say it out loud in a random place, like in your apartment, or go out into the woods and just say it out loud. Because someone's listening, but not maybe directly to human beings. But just get it out of your system. At least take that step for yourself and just say, hey, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's going on. It's okay to be frustrated. You're allowed to be upset. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So if you're frustrated, just say, I am frustrated with my situation. I release it. Because if you can't control your situation, if you can't do things within your parameters of what you can physically do, like certain things like happening, like use this as an example, like if my job cuts back my hours, I have no control over that. It's going to hurt, it's going to suck and make me feel depressed because now my finances are taking a hit. However, I'm not going to sit here and play that pity game, and instead I'm going to release it out because I can't control it. The only thing I can do is control myself. I'm not going to go lash out. I will feel my emotions, express them in a healthy manner. Let me add that, in a healthy manner. But however, like, it's out of my control at the end of the day. So then why am I going to let something that's not in my control keep me down? What solutions can I do to work around this? Now, not everyone has this solution, but I have a vehicle. Granted, my check engine light just came on. So, aside from that, but I'm able to hop on Uber, or for those of you who are signed up on DoorDash, and the hours that I'm missing, I can go and make up for that. Just simple solutions. Like, we got to problem solve these things. Find out what we can and can't do. Obviously, I know certain situations, there may not be a solution, and I understand that. Like, say, a family member dying. That's when I'd say, please, definitely go talk to someone. Feel your grief. Just whatever works for you, please don't stay in this depression pit. I used to be in it a long time, and then I've worked my way through it. Sometimes I find my way back into depression, but I don't stay there for long. And it's not going to be easy, but you're going to do better and feel better afterwards once you learn how to navigate through these feelings, these big emotions, just like kids. We're kind of grown kids now these days. Like, we still have somewhat of a child mindset. We're just more mature. We still like to play and have fun, whether it be playing video games, racing cars, whatever the case may be. Like, that's still entertaining for us. We just have a little bit more free will now, too. Just don't go to jail. There's that. But, and for those of you who believe in God, omit your stuff to God. He is super close to those who are the brokenhearted. That was my cat that time. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, hopefully it stays now, and she's done with all her moving and grooving. But just don't stay in this dark place. I love you guys. Take care of yourself, and do me a favor. Like, comment, share, tell me your opinions. If you need someone to listen, I have an email you can send it to. If you do not want it read on the podcast, say do not read. That's fine. But I will at least read it, and I can reply back to you and say, hey, I'm here. I got you. And if you want to send in something, it's your life. period, and your choice 2, the number 2, at gmail.com. Send something in. Like, I'd love to hear your stories, whatever you're going through. And if you would like it read on the podcast, depending on, like, details, um, certain type of wording, and then it will be read anonymously, so no names. Um, share your stories. You're meant to be heard. I'm here to help. That's the whole point of me doing this podcast is I want to help you guys. As much as I'm helping myself and learning myself and trying to grow, I want to help you guys as well. You've got this. You're going to make it. You're going to get through this. It's just going to take some time. But like I said, if you're willing to share whatever situation you're going through, whether it's a relationship, a family member, coworker, work, just life be lifing. Share your story. I love to hear from you. I love you guys. You guys have a great week, and thank you for being here. I'll tune in later. Hopefully, I will get the other side segment back up and going, or the other half of my side segment of talking about things I go through in life. And more about my story, because I have a lot more of my story that I'm sure you guys can probably relate to. It's just, I'm kind of going through the motions right now. So bear with me. I love you guys.